Morning, everybody. We're going to go live here for a little bit, see what happens, and let me go ahead and get the laptop set up. All right. I've been working on putting these slats in. Everybody sees the slats. Working on them. And we're going to get into it. I only got a couple more to do over here. Last night I went to town on putting a lot of them in. It was a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. Did make a world of difference on the building wise. But it's all about the details. Alright. Oh, and I got my new brush, the double zero going here. The Winsor and Newton double zero. Let's do some more of these slats. Try to get this slats done. Alright. Take this line.
That way it moves freely.
Put a couple underneath of here. Morning, Steve. How's Steve feeling? Putting my slats in. Try to keep a steady hand, but I still can't do that with the roller. Well, that's better. Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. That's my brand new paintbrush. Finally wore the other one on down working on this painting. This is the 00, the Winsor Newton. Really, I used it last night to put all the other slats in. I think it helps the building out a lot better. It really makes the building pop a little bit more doing these slats in there. I like how I did it. I think I might have to fix this top a little bit because the window is setting sideways in a way, but that's the way it is on here. But instead of having that other partial window going up there, because it wouldn't have made any difference. So I just wanted to put some slats up there also. But I have it going crooked in a way, so I might have to end up fixing that up a little bit. But it's in the details, so I want to do that. Then I still got to go around a little bit with the airbrush. I will come back in with the airbrush a little bit more to darken some of these areas up. We're going to go right here. You really don't, because I'll have to come in and dust up some of the black in here for the shadow effect. Do that one. We'll do this line. There. Thank you, Steve. It definitely was a challenge doing it, and I loved it. There. Yeah, it's all my slats. Then last night while I was working on it, I figured out another way to make them slats pop a little bit. You could put these out of the way. Now you come in here with the eraser and just hit them a little bit, and it makes them stand out a little bit. Not a really aggressive eraser, but it makes them stand up because I have like multiple colors there, and with the eraser, it makes them. It takes it down to the one layer that I need it to be, or not that I need it to be, but makes it pop a little bit. I ain't gonna mess with that. Do these little ones. I got a big piece of wood coming across here. See my oil cans, 5 gallon cans right there. I want this to pop a little bit more. So it's like the frame around the window. There. There. Makes it pop a little bit. Can't put one in there. Let me grab that back a little bit. And I do got to fix that. So let's put some orange on that. Morning, Patty. Patty, you was here yesterday. I put the slats in, all the little slats in there. Then I put the bushes in too. I forgot about that. Oh, I don't know if you seen that, Steve. Where I'm gonna do the jackalope. Uh, got this at CVS. I'm gonna be painting him, and I got the antlers to do the jackalope. So we'll do that one day. I do got the stuff to mold that in a little bit on his head. I'll be doing that on there. So I'll paint the antlers before I mold it in, and then I'll paint the rest of the rabbit. That way it's easier to tape off the antlers. And then I'm gonna do the other, what is it, 51? Or what was that truck? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Been doing the Hot Wheel truck. Did have it on here. The Chevy pickup. I believe it was a 51 or 52 Chevy pickup. I already have it apart. Do something like, I'm gonna do a patina look on that. I'm gonna. I already got this sanded down. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the Autobahn sealer on there, and I'm gonna make a green up for the Autobahn sealer, and I'm gonna sand it down exactly like how it is and everything. I'm gonna do one of Patty's tricks, but I'm gonna do the try to give it the patina look when you sand it down, because I like how when I sanded it down now, how it has everything for that patina look. Like how the fender sanded down like that, and the roof sanded down like that. So I'm gonna give it the patina look after I spray the Autobahn sealer on there, and then I'll clear it and everything like that. I'm gonna try to give it a rusted look in a way. It's gonna be so cool when I do both of them. Little things like that I got going in my head. But I gotta get through this painting first. This area I've messed up. Shit crap. Saturated. That'd be good. Let that dry up. Yeah, put all these slats in last night and just did a couple of finished it up over here. And I did the bushes. I'm gonna put a slat right in here. Put one right about the middle. I like the gas pump, Patty. It's the old style gas pump. I like that band that you had on your. That was a nice looking band you had. You had showed a picture of, Patty. Good morning, Dan. All right. For coal, need that to dry up a little bit. That to dry up. I got that tag there, and then I did do it there, but for some reason I didn't do the tag over here. I'm gonna let it go. I ain't gonna do that tag. There's a couple other tags over there too, but it runs right off the paper. There's the Pedzol sign, but that runs right off the paper also, so no use doing that. I'll just leave that like that because that's going to be like a frame going around it, so I ain't going to worry about that too much. Oops, sorry about that. My head get in the way when I'm. Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, gas pump's turned out all right. I still need. I want to. Guess we can start getting into the van now. Do the van, and I'll be finished up in a way. Uh, yeah. Let me grab. I do with the eraser. There it is. That. Dang, Patty. I hope it does for you too. All right. The van, eventually on the van, I need to come in with the airbrush and spray some orange in these areas. I need to come around there with the white, spray some orange there. Yeah, we're supposed to have strong thunderstorms later on. I think it'll be this evening when the strong thunderstorm comes in. All right. Put that back there. Yeah, what? I need to do that too. This van has the little fins there. And I need to put some of them colors in there. So we're gonna go with the brown. It's got like three on the top. And it's got like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. There. You know what these are for? There's the motor is back here, so it cool. They have it on both sides to cool the motor down. Because you have your motor in the area here up top there. I think in these vans, if I'm not mistaken, they have like their refrigerator back in up top there also in the van. I remember playing in them when I was younger, back in the day. There was a Volkswagen shop that I played at as a kid. Heck, I was young, real young. Called the Autobahn. That was the name of the business. And it was, I seen the guy who used to own it when my sister passed away. Her husband and him worked close together, and her husband was retired. Heck, I can't think of what it is. But he thought working on his military. He was a weekend warrior in military to her husband, but he thought working on Volkswagen was the same as working on the helicopters. And I thought that was pretty neat when he said that. He's still alive, but she isn't. He took it pretty hard. And I understand why he took it so hard. Them two. He's been around the family since I was real little. But like I was saying, the Volkswagen place, he worked there on his. I did, I did a Volkswagen for him not too long ago. I had the wet sand and buff. But like I said, he worked. Him working on Volkswagen said it remind him of working on the helicopters. All right, we're getting there. Getting there on that. Like I said, I'm gonna shoot some orange around it on this, and I need to shoot some white up top here. And then I gotta get into doing this roof rack. That's gonna be fun to do. And then do this bumper up on that. But I want to spray this white in on the rooftop before I put that roof rack on there. Oh, and I still got to do the limbs for the trees and that. And the logo here they got here, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna put hopefully I'll be able to put my last name in there and still do outboard. I don't know what that is. It's a Mercury outboard. That's what it says there. Or Mercedes. Mercury. I think that was a motor. Mercury motor. I'm gonna fix this hose up a little bit on this gas pump. You know. There. Hey, Dave. How's Dave doing this morning? That hose is part of. I don't know why they got everything in the back of the gas pump. That's that. Boy, I am so happy to be at this stage of the painting. It's like it ain't too far to go now. I thought these slats were going to be something else for me, but they ain't been that bad. Good morning, Ted. How's Ted feeling today? Because you were under the weather also. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, fellers. Like I said, main thing I have to do, I'm gonna do to start working on the van, get all those details in there. Need to pull that forward. Tell you what, this painting did give me a workout with the paintbrush. Bobby, good morning, Bobby. Alright. Brian, good morning to Brian. All right. I'm gonna get one of the airbrushes out and I'm gonna set it up to do this area of the roof of the. I have to put this one off to the side. We don't need the paintbrush no more. Unless I come in and start doing the branches, but I think I'll save the branches for later. I want to let all this stuff to dry, all the slats to dry on here. Doing good. Let this area dry up a little bit. But I enjoyed the building. I think with the building, I am going to call it like on the building, saying that's I need to do a couple little touch up, but that'll be all right. And so we can put all my stuff away. Yeah, Brian, that skull turned out really good with the roses. You did that after you watched the feed yesterday. Yes. Let me. I gotta turn that compressor on. Oh, What happened there? Why'd that come out? Yeah, I see the Scarlet Flames also. That was cool. I gotta get my folder down. I ain't used it in a while. I want to put this stuff away because I ain't gonna need this in a while for a while now. Yeah, I just put a new piece of paper on there. Broke out the new paintbrush, and now I get to put them away for a while. And get my folder out. I have my folder for this, and so we're going to cover up the whole background and everything. And we get to start on the bus, the magic bus. Everybody know that song? I'll put this off to the side. I don't need that no more either. Put that up there. It's a magic bus. Mystery bus. Might be the one I played in as a kid. I was just talking about where there was a Volkswagen place that I hung at, and they had all kinds of Volkswagen buses there. It was a Volkswagen place. The guy I know and my brother-in-law, he hung around there and everything when he was older. He said working on Volkswagen is to him is like working on the helicopters. Um, he in the military and that for him. Scooby Doo, yep, Scooby Doo band too. But when my sister, like I said, when my sister passed away, I talked to the guy who owned that place, and he said he doesn't have nothing with Volkswagen. No van. He had the 16 or 21 window van and everything there. But we played in the Corvairs, the Chevy Corvairs, and Volkswagen Corvair cars. I mean, he had all the old ones. And you can really tell a good old Volkswagen, the shifter knob is like a light blue and it has a ring around it. And those were the old, and plus like the Corvette window in the back of it had the split window in the back. Those are the old and rare ones. And then there was another shop. I'm talking these shops when I was around 12 years old, 13 years old, playing around there. There was another shop that did repairs on cars and that, and he had a Volkswagen there that he built. He put a motor in front of it in the front, and he did a different hood and everything in the front that you see on the PT Cruisers, but he had a motor in there instead, and he flipped the fenders around or flipped the fenders around so he could have the wide tires on the back of it and everything like that. And he did a cool job on that Volkswagen. And on the front for the exhaust to come out, he did them. Uh, what is they could bend to come around, and he had to come down by the back tire there. Came out the front like the PT Cruisers and went down to the side there. The hot kids, you get kids hanging around them shops. It's really neat. And like I said, that like I was 12 or something like that, so that had to be around the early 70s. And I grew up in the 60s. I was born in 1960, so it was in the 70s. And I seen the 60 car and all that while I was growing up. Grew up in the era of hot rods, true hot rods. All right, let's get Tim's airbrush. We want to do the white up there. I need to do cover this up. I should have a good stencil to use on that. This folder got so much stuff. In that same area with the Volkswagen place, he had they had race cars in there in that area. Here's my Volkswagen. I think this one. They were building race cars. I mean, literally race cars for the racetrack, oval track, dirt track. Oop, this ain't the one I want. That ain't the one I want. Huh, I don't even remember doing that. Hey, Brian, this is the one pattern I did when I started this out. How the back of it, I did it with the pencil and that, and traced around everything. Where is my one without the? I was almost sure I did that. Guess I didn't do that. I'm gonna have to cut. I'm gonna have to cut the roof out of one of these. I thought I did one where I didn't have the roof on it. Alright. Looks like we're gonna have to cut one, guys. Sorry about that. I thought I had that as a stencil. That means we're gonna have to cut one. We'll do that. No big thing. Yeah, that is great. Oh, goodbye. Be good, Patty. Uh, have fun. Don't let anybody mess it up for you. Cool. That's good, Brian. That's real good. Keep it up, buddy. Alright, we're gonna work on a new stencil here. Alright, guys, you're gonna get a little jolt. I'm gonna back this down. I love how I could do this with this. I love the Visionaire board. I can move it around like this. Move it on back to where it gives me enough room to move stuff around and to set this up real quick. So just follow the lines. There. And then we'll go right across here. All right, there you go. All right, let's pull this on back. Lock it in there. Now this will be the top of the van. I did cut it a little bit bigger. That's okay. So we got that. That's it. Now we'll make. I have the white already made up to shoot up there. I don't know why I did these. I like using these. I like using these because it takes up better areas when you do these around there. It fills it up a little bit better. Ah, Steve, I have to show you. Steve and Tim, here you go. Here's my extra finger pointer if I want to hold that down. And it's not metal. I think it's some kind of a heavy aluminum. And now I can hold it down. See, it doesn't even stick to the magnet or anything. It won't stick to none of it. I found it on Amazon. I'm like, all right, cool. I'd always need an extra finger sometime. Move these down. And it's that small too. The finger is that small. That's pretty deep though. That's what I like about it. You can see my hand to that. That's how small it is. So it's cool. I was thinking of that, and then I have this too, which is a rivet, and you take the rivet and you could take a. Let me see one of my strong magnets. You could take the strong magnet. You could do that, and then you could take the rivet, and the rivet will stay with the magnet. I don't know how much. I'm going to leave that there. We'll see how that air affects it, if it moves it or anything. Cause see, it's on like a bridge there. All right, where it's just thought I had some white made up. I do. Been a while since I used any of this. This has already been reduced down and that. Give you a 543 suggestion, Brian. Paint a skull with a beard and a mustache. A bearded skull. 543. There you go. I did it. Like a ZZ Top skull, bearded skull. We got Tim's airbrush going here. He's probably gone. Like he said, he couldn't stay long. Working beautiful as always. This mixture is the orange and white mixture here I got going. And it's really light mixture. And I got it spilling all over my hand. Oh, here's my other new airbrush. That's the CR Plus, the Evolution CR Plus. I haven't used it yet. I want to play around with it before I use it, but looks pretty nice. I like how it is. But we'll be using that one day. All right. Yep. I gotta still clean this mess up. I gotta. That's one thing about these cups. The paint does not come out of here good. I want to just add a little bit of white up top there. If you look at the reference, you see how it's really white on the top part. It's, Yeah, it'd be nice to have. Like I said, when I retire, I'll have more time to play with all that, the Cameo and everything, the laptop. I don't want this too white, but I don't want to have. I don't want to have too less of white on here. Where's my thing? Yeah. If I look at that, that's basically good. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. One last look. That'll be it. Oh, wow. Like I said, I wanted to check that out real quick. Let me hook up some air. See, it doesn't, it ain't moving it. That's cool. It doesn't move it at all. And that's pretty good pressure I got that it's not moving that. There you go. It's moving it that way. Moves it very little. That's a lot of pressure. That's not bad. So you could take it. Yeah, you could take your rivet and put it up there, and then hit it with the air. It doesn't move that little area. So I know it'll work now. So that's what I wanted to check out. See if that'll work. Cause all right, let's take these off. See what we look like. It's one thing when you take your magnets off, move them away from what you painted. I always move them up or something. Bada bing. There. That looks good. So now, where is it at? My eraser. Since I did that white over top of the darker color, now I could take the picture. Where is it at? Now you see how on the picture where I got the white up there, now I could come in and I could darken that up by just using the eraser because I had that dark color underneath of it. So now, if I want that dark color to appear, just come in and do it every now. Hit it with the eraser while it's still a little fresh on here. See, you get that appearance without messing too much stuff up. So now I come, like I just did that area, just did it up a little bit, and just bring it back. Bounce it around a little bit with your eraser, because if you have that down the bottom and you can erase the top of it, it brings it back a little bit. Because if you have the dark color underneath, like I said, when you go to erase, you're bringing that forward. So that's basically what I'm doing. And keep coming around. So now it kind of got the same thing. Just by doing that real quick. There you go. There you go. That's the roof. Not much, but there you go. Don't have to do too much to it. And if I want to make it darker, I'll make it darker. And just erase a little bit harder. The 50/50, Brian? Is that what you're talking about? I reduced mine. There you go. Yeah, the UBLS, the 50/50 or whatever, either one, the mat or all that. Do it with your 40/11 or your 40/21 and you're good to go. Yeah, this is the 50/50. I reduce it a little bit with the 40/11 or the 40/21. It's not 50/50, it's less than 50/50 if I'm not mistaken, right, Steve? If you're here. It's all in the feel of how you want to put it on there. I think it has some in it. I'm not 100% sure. But I like reducing no matter what I'm painting, reduce any of that paint. It's just a matter of when you see it come out, it's like this is reduced down so far that I could keep it for a good while since it's reduced down that quick, that far. You see how Bill Siegel, he when he does his, he gets to where there's nothing in his cup, and he'll just add a little reducer to it, and it brings it back a little bit. You, I mean, that reducer does help out a lot. It dries it up quicker. The more reducer you have in it, uh, it's real thin coming out of the cup, so you have to spray more coats. So you want to reduce it to where you like to have it coming out of your paint gun. You gotta get that feel of the how when you reduce and stuff like that. After you doing it so much on your paint, I use when you do your paint in the cups like this, you're mixing your paint in the cup like that. Uh, just mix your paint first, and then add the reducer. And I um, when you add your reducer, you just add your reducer to when you pick it out of the cup. See, I got so much on here. I know what it is, but I'll show you on this. So you can see it's by just shaking it up. But let's go with the dark end. That doesn't bother me when I do this. But you can see how thin it is. So it didn't take much for it to be to go out on there. So that's the way you know on reducing wise. See how thin that is? It's a, a lot. But that's less than a skin milk. I call it skin milk, and it's a good term in a way. But that's thinned out a lot. But that's good enough for me, for my usage of it. You just do it to a feel, and the way it feels and the way your air pressure is, Brian. Because sometimes if it's really thin, you got to cut that air pressure back a lot further. If it's thicker, you got to run a little bit higher of air pressure. But like how Tim says is true. I mean, he could set his air pressure and forget it. Just use the Mac valve on his gun. It's so true. But it's just a matter of how much you want to reduce it. With the 4050, you don't want it too thin and you don't want it too thick because you want to put some good coats on there to lock it down. It's like after I get done this whole painting, I'm going to spray 4050 over the whole thing. It's not going to look super glossy because I'm going to go ahead and shoot my rattle can clear over top of everything. I want the 4050 to lock this paint, all these colors down to where it doesn't move when I go to spray my clear over top of it. Now we'll grab the orange, and I'm going to do some orange in some of these areas in here because you can see on here, because you see on here how some of these are orange in a way, and you can see the orange going around all that. So I want to do a little bit of orange in these areas. So I'll grab the orange and shoot there. And we're gonna we're gonna use the illustration orange Oh no, I ain't got to do this because I do have orange over there in a cup. Now I'll show you something different. Now this is red over the orange. So you see how that color is. See, it's red over orange. That's how I got it. That's how I mixed it up. I poured the orange in there first, and then I added the red to it. So it's red over orange. See that color. Now on this one, this is red over yellow. So you see how that came up differently. This is red, like I said, red over yellow. So yellow I pour in the cup first, and then I add my red. So you can see the difference in the both of the colors, and it kind of matters in a way how you do that. Which color you pick to go first? Do the do the orange, then add the red. Do the yellow, and then add the red. And you got two different kinds of orange in a way. So here on this painting, I look at it in a way I want to just go that orange, but then in another way I like to go this. But I want the brighter orange, so we're going to go with the brighter orange, and that'll be the red over the orange. Do you get what I mean? But it's already reduced down too. And like I said, I put it in there to the feel to where I know what the feel I want on it. So when you mix your colors up, it's the basically the same way I would do when mixing my colors. When you mix your colors up, you can experiment that way. These cups are invaluable to a lot of us artists. A lot of the artists, and you see Tim, he goes through a bunch of these cups all the time, and I have ordered. This is probably my second box of 500, I think it is. And then I can go ahead like how Bill does and get it down so far and just add a little reducer to it and bring it back if I want to do it that way too. So now we're going to go in. There's a certain stencil I got for the van, and it's going to be. I think we're going to use this one. There's a couple different stencils I have for this van that I could use. I think I might use that one. And this is why all of us have folders of that because we have stencils that we already did. And like this one, I want to use this one because of how I could take each panel and cover them up. Let me put this up here. We'll just put one magnet up on here just to hold it in place while I straighten the stencil. Ooh. All right. We're going to put this one off for the side for now. I want to use this one, but I want to have this one first. We'll put this one up here first. This one covers up the whole van. I don't know what that was. And it covers up the wheel and everything. So I want basically that covered up I want the wheels covered up, so I'll grab this one, put it on there first, covering up the wheel, and it does cover up part of the top. You can see where it covers up the top part there too. So I got the wheel covered up, and I got the wheel covered up. I need to go up a little bit, right there, right there. That was my main number one goal, was to get that all covered up. So we'll grab the smaller one. Move it down just a hair. Not much. And up right there a little bit. It's got to go up more. But you save your cutouts. Yeah, I like that. We cover that up. Cover that wheel up. Put this up at the top. Put one of these up over here. So that's basically covered up right there. Now I'll take that one that I was showing you. Which one is that? Where's that at? That's this one. It's going to be a little bit thicker because I'm using both papers. But now I could take this one. This one goes up higher too. But I want to go in and cover up like that, like so. Make sure I'm looking good on everything. That's the smoking. So, see, I got the no smoking right there. That's cool. That lines up good up top. So we could take this off, put that up there, take that, put it there. I want to go back because I know I'll end up doing it. So I'll put this back up in here. That way, that stencil does not move at all, the bottom one. And I keep that stencil there. Like I said, I'm going to use that orange. Now, take this around. I got to move this all around. I like how that fits there. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. There, 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 there. I want this to move just a little bit. Ooh. Come back here, just like that. I done used this stencil so much, but that's all right. Use it as much as you want. Now I need this to be. Trying to line up both of the papers the way it is. I like how it's there. And I like how that is there. it's just going to be off. If it's off only by so little that it's not even going to matter that much. And with me having so much of a space down the bottom, I can come in with the paintbrush. I have the technology to do it. So that's that. Now each of the areas, I can take this off. Let's set that up there. And I could take this magnet off right here. Put that up there. Leave that there. Now I like how that's covering up. It's good there. Now I can take the door, put it down here. It's there. 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 I'm not really worried about that as much. I'm not worried about that as much. I want this there. This one here. So now I have that. See, I can fold this back. You see how I got the right there? I have it right there. So I have it folded up. I can take this magnet off and hold that back here. And we'll take one of these magnets and we'll hold that right there like that. So now I'm all basically ready. Let's do now, since it doesn't matter, it ain't gonna be much if it's overspray going up in there. It ain't gonna matter. Like I said, you take your eraser and you can come around and do things like that. But now I have that area there all set, and you see what I want to work on. So you see, I want to do the orange in this area here, right in this area. So I have everything taped off. So that's basically how I go about it of doing how I want to do it. Now, if I want to, like on the picture here, now on the picture here, I could come in, I could set up a brush to go ahead and shoot that blue because I have a hole in there, so I can shoot that blue if I want. And like I said, I'm gonna shoot that to cover that up right now since it's light. I just take one of my little magnets here and I can cover that up of exactly how it's going to be right there with that magnet. That way nothing gets on there. That's how I work with the paper stencil like this. little tricks of the trade of Steve's trade. Uh, yeah. But it's pretty neat. Some things I do add to it, but that's all right. It's all up to you how you want to work at stuff like this. But it takes to do this kind of a painting. It's a lot. If I had to run the, you have to cut out a lot of different stencils and that. It's like this one was used mainly for the van in a way. I did the windows. And you just take some of the areas and you cut out, like that on the branch. There's a window there. It just take it to where, like how far away this is from the van, so it doesn't matter that I'm using part of it. This how far this window is from the van. Certain things, and if you're leaving that up, I had this window cut out, but I had these cut out. They're off over here, so you can use it, and you can use the like I just did the bottom one. So I had this all covered up down the bottom and around the outside. So it's a double layer, but it ain't affecting it as much, I feel. But I have some. But the big thing is having that folder to when you're doing stuff like this, where you have so much different things that you can come back to it and use it in this kind of direction. I mean, now I come, like I'm gonna go ahead and use the orange, the red orange, and that, or yeah, red over orange. So we're gonna go ahead with, we're gonna use, this is my B, HPB, because I don't need much. Well, for some reason, I like using the bigger cup, but then I think about it, I should start getting used to using the smaller cups, or not these cups, but the paint gun cup size. I think when you start out, you're so used to using the bigger cup, and then you switch over to the smaller cup size. So I'll put that there. That there. Um, I'll be right back. I gotta get me another soda. Yeah, but I'm so happy to be almost done with this painting. It's not really almost done, but I'm right there where I need to be. I've been wanting to be, need to be, want to be, wanting to be. I don't know how many weekends this has been on this painting. How many weekends, weeks I've been on this painting. Seemed like a lot to me. A lot more than usual. Uh, oh. My needle's stuck a little bit. See if that works. There you go. That's it. Needle was stuck a little bit. Dried up too much. There you go. There we go. We're working now. Wow, Steve, you missed a good part. Me putting two stencils on one. Nah, that's all right, Steve. I know you're a busy man. All right. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and add some orange in where the rust is, right in this area. Right about there. A little bit right in here. Just air. Right like that. That works good there, like that. Now, I can take this magnet off of here. We'll throw it up here for now. Now I'll throw this down. And since I have the orange in there like that, now fold this one down. And we'll do that. That's good there. Now we'll take this magnet, throw it there. Throw this up here. Like I said, I got it to where the stencil I used before, I could go ahead and do this stuff to it. Put it up there. Get that there. So now we'll come in down here. I want it to be a little bit more orange down there. So we'll do a little bit of orange right down close to the bottom there. But need a magnet. Where's that extra magnet? So we'll throw it right there. Look back at my pictures so I remember where I wanted to go. I want to go higher right there. Right in there, that's good. Put a little air on it. That's good. Keep a little bit higher. Right there. That's good. Put some air on it. That's good. Now we'll put that one down. And since I shot it there, I'm going to put the magnet up top right there. So now we'll pick the other one up. I'll set the magnet down here. And I'll lift this door up. And we'll take that magnet up top there. We'll use that. I need something there. Let's grab one of these magnets because this is going to hold down a couple different areas. Get back to my reference. Look at my reference. This door mainly has it down the bottom and partly in there. So what we'll do, where's my eraser? We'll erase a little bit in here. Just a little bit in there. Because it's in there, but it's a little darker in there. That's all right. So now we'll just add the orange in there. I need a, we'll do a little one there. That's good. That's perfect. Perfect. Put the air on it. It almost looks like a brown. Doesn't it look like a brown to you guys? But to me, it looks perfect. See, if I want, I could just touch it here and there. Now I just take the erase. That's what I want. So we have that. Let's take this part back up top. We'll take this off of here. I'll leave that on for a minute. Take this. So since I put paint on that, I don't want to put a magnet on that area. I'll let that go right there. Leave the magnet right there. Take this one off. Look at my reference. I want to see how I want to do this. Now look at my reference. I can leave this bottom part of the door. I can leave this part on because I don't want to disturb that too much. We'll see. But we want to work on this door. Let me just see. There. So now we want to leave this part on here. We'll just slide this magnet right on down there. That should be good like that. I'll take this magnet off of here. And we'll raise this door up. Hopefully I can remember if I did it right. Yeah. I can raise it up or set it down. I'm going to raise it up. So we have the door raised up there. And now remember how I did the back magnet there. So now I can take a magnet just to save that area, that logo. And really, I want to paint that black. When I get to it, I'll get to it. But just to save the area a little bit, we'll leave a magnet right in the center of that door. So you see where I want to do the red or the orange. I want to do the orange here in this area. Just a little bit in that area. You can see it right there. I want to do the orange there a little bit, and there, and right there at the logo area there and away, and right in here. So we're concentrating in that area. Let's go and give me a fit. Uh, might be too tight there. It's giving me a fit a little bit for some reason. There you go. She's fighting with me. I think might need a new nozzle because when I pull the needle out, I feel it rubbing something. But we'll fight with it. We'll fight back. Fight back with your airbrush. Don't let it beat you. And don't let it eat you. Yep, I need a magnet up here. Put that there. Now it's just air. There you go. See how that, it just a little bit pops there. We'll take this magnet off. Pop this door on down. And that magnet there. Right there. I'll put this magnet right there. Grab that. This is around the light area. Where am I at? I can leave that on. I just want this area. I want to go around this area here. Because in the front, there ain't much there to do. On the front, there isn't much to do, but I need this area of the door. Yeah, I just need that little area of the door there. Because the front, I don't see orange as much, so we're going to let that go. But I do need this area here. So what we do is take this part and we'll bend it back. Take this magnet, put it right there. And now I have to worry about getting up there. So what we'll do in that case, up top. I'll grab a Post-it and we'll just put you up there. There. Put you up there. That'll be it. Let's get this magnet. Put you there. Like I said, on. Where we at? I just mainly want to kiss that area right there a little bit. I just mainly want to kiss this area right there. Make sure it sprays all right. Just a little bit. Air it off. There. Now let's look at my reference again. So at the top, it's not as bright as orange. I think I'm all right with the top part. Just mainly wanted to do the bottom. I think the top we're all right. So we'll stop right there on that. Now we'll just untape everything. Now the fun part. See what we got. They got off. That's my. Oh. Put that there. Put that up there. Now you get to see the reveal. That's the cool thing. Like I said, that's the cool thing about having a folder is knowing which one you can go back to when you need to do some touch ups. So, yeah, you know what? You're my favorite magnet. So we got that one off. See what I mean by double stacking the stencil, Steve? And now we'll take this one off. Now we'll take that off. And there you go. Doesn't look like much, but it is much. And that's what I mean about so you see how the orange is in there? I basically got the same thing going there. I already had that stuff going at the top there. But down the bottom of the doors, I wanted to have that a little bit brighter orange. And same thing over on this door, and you see how everything there. So now the next step phase will be I want to paint this black in there. I want to go ahead and do a logo there. I need to do a blue there. And then, oh, I have to do the roof rack. That's going to be fun to do. And then this bar, then do the wheels. Wheels up. And then I still got the branches to do. I can play with them and what later on if I want today or what. So that's what I have. See how we've been on here a good while. Almost 2.5 hours. I think we called a day on what I have there. Let's go in and where's my reference? Let's go ahead and do a little bit since we have like 6 minutes. We'll do some things here. Just touch it up a little bit. Touch some things up in the areas. All the areas that I painted the orange, I'm going to touch up, just touch it up a little bit. Give it a little bit of streaks. I know I didn't touch them. Just give it a little bit of streaks. I don't know if you all could see it. This door had a bit there. Stuff running there. That area up there. Same thing. Might run a line around there. Yeah, I think I might run a black line going across here like that to divide that up a little bit. Either black or a real dark brown. But that'll divide that up a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to chrome up the rims. Yeah, I'm going to. Or maybe I'll just send it off to Steve. He could do a better job at the rims than me. But yeah, uh, we'll try. I'll try my best on them. But it's getting there. Like I said, it's like you see different things. Like how this is going to be the roof rack, luggage rack. I have to get that on there. Then I have to get this on the bumper and everything like that. So we'll be getting to work on that. The headlights. You have a mirror there, and you have a mirror right over here, way over here, and that's right there at the door. You can see that. So it has a handle going out there too. Then I still have the wiper to put on there. Stuff like that. I don't know what the heck that is, but you got some details. Like I said, I think I might put my name there on the van, but I do have to spray that black and then do the color over it and that. So still got a little bit more to go. I'm happy where I'm at on it. Like we did for the weekend, we did slats in the building, so that's all right, and did the slats down there. So basically, all my signs are done. I'm considering my vintage signs all completely done. So that's it. Oh, I needed to spray some brown. It's a sign right there. It's one of the neon light signs because you even have the red on this side of the neon light sign. So it's different things like that. And like I said, the roof rack, it'll cover up most of the window there, so we'll have that. Oh, I still want to darken this area up a little bit over here, so it looks like a screen window there on the window there. That up top there, that window's pretty good. I'm happy with that. This window there, I'm kind of happy with that. So there, a lot of that stuff good. If you can see here, see the cans here, and I have them right there. Same cans. Uh, like how you got the roof edge right there. I did that up. Oh, you got two cans over here. So I got kind of everything going. And then the lettering of the signs. Deluxe, same thing up there. Basically, same thing. So we're getting there. Well, bye, Bobby. And I'm about ready to call it quits here. And I think that's it. And I thank you all for coming on by. Thank you for watching. And go ahead, hit like and subscribe. I need to get a bunch of subscribers to this channel. I like to teach. I love teaching. From my experience. Have a great one, y'all. And like I said, thank you all for coming on by. I need a bunch of subscribers. So go ahead, share, tell everybody, tell the world. Michael McClung is a bum. Bye.